What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. 5-star skills, you know what it is. Make sure to like and subscribe and stay tapped in. And in this one, I want to talk about Luke Shaw. Now, there is a massive dilemma with this player. This is someone, when he came in at the start of his career, you know, young, exciting left back, English left back, came from Southampton's academy, one of the highest prospects at the time in 2012, 2013. He signed for Man United. And since then, it's been nothing but, in my opinion, absolute shy. His first season, obviously, he had the unfortunate leg break. And with players, regardless, you should give players at least a year or a season to like settle in and, you know, get their bearings with their club. But this guy has been at Man United for 11 years. 11 years. Injured every season. Refuses to leave. And the one thing that pisses me off is the media does not talk about this guy. When it's Pogba, when it's Martial, when it's Rashford, everyone is chatting shit, talking about their attitudes, this and that, this and that. But when it comes to Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire, crickets, absolute crickets. Now, obviously, you try to back your players, you try to support your players. But I'm just trying to make a very blatant observation here. That it seems that Man United fans continue to ignore Luke Shaw. He's a problem. He's been a problem. You cannot be at this club for 11 years and have less than 300 games. Don't believe me? Let's bring it to the stats. Let me show you the facts here. Okay? Let me show you the facts. Now, look at this. On the left is Luke Shaw. On the right is Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes for Man United, 296 games. This is all competitions. 296 games, 100 goals, 86 assists. The minutes, 25,000 minutes, basically. Luke Shaw, 292 games. 4 goals, 29 assists. 29 assists for a fullback in 11 years. And 22,000 minutes played. Bruno, by the way, has been here since 2020. Luke Shaw has been here since the summer of 2015. Now, if that doesn't show that there is a serious issue here with this player, this is worse than Phil Jones, in my opinion. This is clearly worse. At least Phil Jones, you knew he was passionate about this club. You knew he gave a fuck about this club. Luke Shaw is just any guy, man. He's any guy. I didn't realize it was that bad. How does Bruno... I know Bruno Fernandes plays every game. But how? Like, there's 11 years. Luke Shaw's been here for 11 years. That's longer than a testimonial time. Usually after 10 years, a player at United would get a testimonial. And still no one talks about this guy. How is that? That should be alarming you as a United fan. It's actually disgraceful. And the worst part is, Ruben Amorim calls him a world-class player. Like, this is the manager you guys are obsessed with. Luke Shaw is not world-class. He's never been world-class. Yes, he has decent ability. But even then, he barely shows it. He's an extremely inconsistent footballer. He's got a weak mentality, a loser's mentality. That is Luke Shaw. I have never looked at this guy once and said, mentally, oh, this guy's going to grab the game by the scruff of the neck. This guy, he's the one that's going to lead this team. This guy's the most experienced player in the squad. And still he hides in the corner. Tail tucked between his legs. That is Luke Shaw. He's never been a leader. And yet this manager has the guts to call this guy world class. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm just shocked. I'm shocked. But am I surprised? Because when Maguire, who was meant to be sold to West Ham, is refusing to leave this club, and we hail this guy like he's a hero or some shit because he scored a goal against Lyon, when in reality he's an 80 million fridge that can't fucking run. It just goes to show you where we are as a club. We're cooked. We continue to hail and praise average footballers, mediocre footballers that do not belong here. This is the dilemma Man United fans have faced themselves with. When are we, let me zoom in. When are we going to decide and hold these players accountable? Not just the black players, not just the black foreign players. When are we going to hold these English players accountable? When? Because it's been too long. Everyone talks shit about Dallo, calls him a shit player, this, that. But Dallo at least was a player of the season at one point. Dallo, we know, as a fullback, as a right back, is good enough for this club. As a wing back, no, but as a fullback, he's 100% is. Luke Shaw, on the other hand, he only shows up when... Listen, this guy was nowhere to be seen last season. He only started showing up when we were getting to the Europa League final. Guess what coincidence? We lost. Every big game this guy's involved in, he's almost responsible. He's a voodoo. He's a curse. He's a curse on this team. He's a virus. You can call him whatever you want. But I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this guy just constantly being praised as if he's a good player when he's still here, fleecing this club for hundreds of thousands, millions every year. He is a symbol of toxic positivity. People still think this guy's good enough to play for Man United. He's never had the mentality, unfortunately. And he should have been sold years ago. One thing I will say about Jose Mourinho is this guy was spot on about Luke Shaw. He was spot on about Luke Shaw. He's the only man in football that has put the microscope on Luke Shaw and saw him for what he was, a fraud. Mourinho consistently benched this guy, consistently questioned this guy's fitness, this and that. Consistently did it. He's the only one that had Luke Shaw on fraud watch. Ever since he's left, no one else. When people talk about player power and shit like that, Luke Shaw is a part of that, but somehow he still escapes the questions about him. It's always Pogba and Martial. It's never this guy. But yeah, anyways, rant over. Lads, what's your thought, Luke Shaw? Should this guy still be at this football club? In my opinion, obviously not. He should have been gone years ago. He's a symbol of the rot that's happened in this club. But if you disagree, drop your comments below. And yeah, obviously I appreciate every comment. Be honest. If you think I'm chatting shit, let me know if I'm chatting shit. If you think I'm talking the truth, which I am, tell me that. But yeah, just make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.